What's up YouTube, Code5 here. Today of course we go a deck profile over my cyverse deck that I have so far from the 8 packs of Code Duelist. And of course we'll be getting more later on. 2 weeks from now I'm going to be getting more packs. I'm thinking about maybe buying a box if you guys are like, if I like you guys, I order a box and then hopefully I get in like in whenever I can, but then hopefully I can at least do the opening as well. It's like at work as well. So yeah, but anyways, I would do the deck profile. For my cyverse monsters, we running 3 Link Slayers. 3 Link Slayers is basically a Cyber Dragon part of it. You get basically if you control no monsters, special summon this card from you. Special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you could discard up to 2 cards, and then target as many spell trap cards as them and destroy them. So it's pretty good card. So I'm running 3 copies of that. You know, this is just the starter deck and the 4 packs I got. So yeah, 3 copies of Ram Clouder. What he does is basically you attribute a monster, especially summon a cyverse monster. So basically any monster in this whole deck. Basically this whole deck is mainly cyverse now. So any of these monsters in this whole deck. So yeah. With the Code of Duelist, I actually got 3 copies of this. Launcher Commander. Every other cyverse monsters you control against the random deck. So basically, that's just I'm running 3 copies of him. So he can get power as well. Do you have an attack and defense? And as well, if you tribute a cyverse monster, you can at least deal 3. Destroy opponent's face up opponent's monster on the field. So pretty interesting. So yeah, let's put these up. I like to have that new house look. So yeah, that's pretty interesting too. There. So yeah. As well, I'm running 3 copies of the Draconet and then 3 copies of what it will bring back down. So basically, what he does, when he's normal summon special summons level 2 monster face up defense position, level 2 allure. So basically, what he does, these 2 are the combos in the deck and everything. So yeah, so basically, if you can have one in your hand and one in your deck, and you special summon the one in your deck, then you can activate Link Sparta's effect to special summon another one from your hand. So you can link summon some more, but that's the goal. That's the goal. I'm running 2 backup security. Basically, if you control cyverse monster, you special summon this card from your hand that you can only use it once per turn. But so basically, seriously, you should be able to special summon her no matter what. You control nothing but cyverse. So yeah, 2 copies of Stack Reviver. What he does is basically, if you link summon, say you link summon with Ram Clouder or security. So you link summon for Decode Talker, because you guys know I have Decode Talker because it was the top of the deck. So you special summon one of these 2 from the graveyard with them. So aside of him, you special summon one of those 2. That's what it is. You special summon one of those 2 and everything. So yeah, you only get special summon one of those 2 monsters, or how many materials you use. And then from the last of the 9 monsters, I have 1 cyverse wizard. Once per turn, you can target 1 attack one monster your opponent controls. Change the defensive position. If you do, for the turn, your monsters cannot attack except that attack of that monster. If your cyverse monster attacks, your defense with inflict parries and damage. So basically, this will not target linked monsters, because linked monsters cannot go on defense, but at least you can do piercing damage to every other monster. So yeah. Now for my spell cards. I'm running 3 Cybernetic Universe. 3 Cybernetic Universe is really good card. I run 3 copies of it because all link monsters I control against random attack. Once per turn, you can target 1 monster in the graveyard, doesn't matter whose graveyard, shuffle into the deck. If this card is on the field destroyed by a card effect, send all etched deck monster zones to the grave. So basically, and they are in the Nature Deck monster zones. They had to go to the grave. So it's pretty interesting. I like my new Firewall Dragon playmat. That's what I'm using right now for my of course deck. I'll use this now for openings and everything like that. I'm not gonna get another playmat. Unless for this one gets scary, then I'll order another one like that. Another duelist playmat. But anyways, so securities, 3 copies of Spy Squad is basically once per turn. If your opponent, like if your monster is destroyed by a card effect or by battle, you draw a card. So basically, you have 3 copies of this on your field, you could draw 3 cards. So basically, drawing out your deck pretty fast. I run 1 Mystical Space Typhoon right now in the deck because I run 2 copies of Link Slayer. So I'm like, what's the point of running another Mystical Space Typhoon? But I might change it up, might throw it in there, here and there too. I want 1 Terraforming as well right now because it's really interesting that I have 3 copies of the field spell. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna run on 1 more copy, like 1 copy of that. Anyways, I run 1 copy of Dark Hole as well. Only 1 copy of Dark Hole. Still interesting to get into it, and Dark Hole destroys all monsters on the field, so yeah. And 1 copy. Now stand, it increases 1 monster by an attack for all monsters you control, so that's good. Now for my traps, I run 3 copies of Jar of Errors. So basically, you still have ways to bring back your spells and trap cards. Is target up to 5 cards on the field. I mean, you go up this card, and you shuffle them back into the deck, and draw 1 card. So yeah. For my 2s, I run 2 Neo Forces and 2 Call on Hunts. This will be changed to back to the front when I get some from my packs and everything like that. And then this will be probably the same still for a little bit. Now for my 1s, I run 1 Boundless Trample, 1 Pulse, and then 1 Ring of Stretching. The Pulse is bounce back a monster. Ring of Stretching, if you really want to be like the ending, you can end someone's, and then you deal damage to yourself as well. Then Boundless Trample when opponent when a monster is summoned, when your opponent summons a monster, banish it. So yep. Now for my Etch a Deck monsters. So these are the ones I have only right now. So 3 Decode Talkers. Of course, I'm going to be building the character deck, so one of these will be taken out for my character deck sooner or later when I get more Link monsters for my deck. But anyways, basically you need a Link of you need 3 monsters though to bring them out though, no matter what. He gains 500 attack for each monster points to him. So basically, your opponent points to him and you point to him, he gains 500 attack for all 3 ways. And then, if a card is activated, targets the card, you can quick play effect, tribute 1 monster you control, but that points to it, negate damage if you do destroy it. So yeah, pretty good card. 3 copies of Honeybot. Yeah, they use 2 cyverse monsters to bring them out. Neither player can target monsters that is points to this card, so basically by card effects. So basically, if it's points anywhere between those, they cannot activate card effects. And 3 copies of Link Spider. So those are my only links. You know, when this 1 normal monster, so you can use tokens with this one, but the rest of them I think you can't use tokens with. Once per turn, you special summon 1 level 4 lower normal monster from the hand to where it points to, so it'll be down there. So yeah, that is my cyverse deck profile for right now. From the Apex I had, I just want to do at least a little bit update what I have so far. I'm gonna be buying packs for this deck. And then I really want to try working on making this like more like a Yugioh channel and a Call of Duty channel a little bit more. And I want to make it like a Pokemon channel too, but I don't know. It just depends on how much money I make, and then of course, so yeah. See you guys later.